Wednesday evening over here at the 75 Chrome Shop, and a lot of guys have come in and they're getting situated, and we're standing here with Trey. Trey, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself formally and tell us where you're from.
Trey Painter. We're out of Boise, Idaho. We're with TNA Transport.
Okay. And tell us about what we're standing in front of. You know, your truck looks pretty awesome. So walk us through what it started out as and what it's become.
Well, we started out with a 2001. It was a classic, Freightliner Classic. Then we pretty much went and picked it up. The body was rolled over. We took that cab off, put a actual FLD 120 10-car hauler cab on it, left the big hood, and slid the cab forward, and pretty much went from there. We took a Caterpillar out of there, dropped the 12.7 Detroit in it, and kind of hit the ground. Had Talladega wrap us up with a few of their little products, and we just keep adding bits and pieces to it as we go.
All right, cool. Well, speaking about the bits and pieces, let's start here. We're going to look at the hood and then everything else, and walk us through some of the things that you've done and anyone's products that you might be using that you'd like to mention.
Yep. Here we got a Roadworks bumper. It's a blind mount, 20-inch blind mount bumper. We went ahead and wrapped that up with the Karcher Customs. I had a guy out of Boise, Idaho make this grill for us. It had our name in it. It's what we loved, what we wanted to do, kind of a one-off ordeal. Then my wife, Ashley, she actually picked out the color to this. It's actually a aquaberry blue, and we went through about 20 shades of it. We were going through manila folders, just trying to get a color that we all settled on and liked, and pretty much I gave her reins of the color of the truck, and she let me take off with the rest of it.
Nice. So you said that there's 20 variants of this?
Yes, sir.
Wow. All right.
We had our upholstery guy there out of Boise go ahead and wrap us up with our interior. We went ahead and did with boat floor mats, and we did the double stitching on the door, teal double switch with the suede button. And on this door here, we actually went ahead and put a Peterbilt door in a Freightliner, and that is an old school 359, suicided out. We had another guy there, same guy that did our grill. We did Karcher Customs did us a tank panel there to go ahead and give us a little bit more of a dropped and slammed look, and came out phenomenal. We love it, we like it, and we wrap it around with our 3/4 light scheme, and then we took it to town with that, got it painted, and we like the appearance and the look of everything that he had set up for us.
Yeah, that gives you more real estate for lights, right?
Absolutely. It's just a little bit more of a cleaner look.
Sliding through, I mean, it's obvious.
Oh yeah.
But why sliding through?
Well, every time we come through town, your friends would call you up. They ask you where you're at, and the simple question is, we're always just sliding through. I mean, we might stop for about 5 minutes, but we just sliding on by.
Let's talk about Stacks. Whose Stacks are those?
That's actually a company there out of California. That's Shark Chrome's Chino cut, 7-inch. And we got those, actually a good deal. We went and picked up a miter cut for those, and we didn't like them, so we changed them back out to the Chinos.
Whose fenders do you have?
Those are actually Talladega fiberglass fenders, T-bars, fenders, shock box, visors. They treat us good down there at Talladega, and we love to work with them, and they got great products, and we couldn't be more impressed with what they have.
How many lights do you have on the truck?
All in total, we have over 391 lights. All dual revolution, trucks dual revolution lights. And we love the quality of them.
Okay. So you said over 300 lights on just the tractor alone or on the trailer?
Nope, just the tractor alone.
Well, where are the rest of them hiding at?
Oh, they're all sitting underneath. We have 28 just in the front of the face of the T-bar alone, and we also have another 36 additional underneath each additional T-bar. So we have them here on the face panels as well, and then we went ahead and matched them up, synchronized rows, each one underneath everything. We have underglow, we have all that on here.
So what we didn't touch on yet is what you do with the truck. What do you haul?
We haul a lot of oversized loads, swimming pools, cars. Pretty much if it pays, we'll ride it out.
Is that a tap handle over there?
It's a beer tap handle. We picked that up at a flea market actually up there in Lake City last year on our way down to 75 show.
As a fellow beer lover, I can approve. So let's go back up toward the front of the truck. Let's talk about engine and drivetrain and stuff. What do you have for an engine in here?
We had a 3406 in this motor, or in this chassis here, and we got rid of that. We didn't want the Caterpillar complex. We dropped the 12.7 Detroit in it. Me and my father actually rebuilt it last December. We put big injectors, big cam in it, and we're shooting some pretty decent power out of it for the loads that we haul, and it does everything we need as far as getting fuel mileage as well. It all wrapped up, and it gave me and my father some time because, you know, I'm fourth generation trucker, and it gives him and myself actually time to spend time with each other and actually work on trucks, together.
Okay. Now, fourth generation. So, walk us through who did what, starting with the first generation.
First generation would have been my grandfather. He started out actually moving cargo trailers, and then him and my dad got into moving mobile homes out of Austin, Texas. And then my stepbrother, he started getting into the business there, not really moving manufactured homes. He was moving snowmobile trailers. And then I moved back out of Texas to Idaho, and then I started into it as well, and then we kind of hit the ground running from there, varying out of the snowmobile trailers to cargo trailers to reefer, dry van, step deck, and dry van, and kind of pretty much stuck with us. So we've been doing dry van and a lot of step deck here lately, and we just been keeping them wheels turning.
What's your favorite part on this truck that you've done?
My favorite part on this truck would have to be my grill. It sets the tone for the whole attitude of the truck, and then from there it steps up to that visor, giving it the aggressive look that it needs, that we wanted, and we just love the look of it.
Now, out of all the other truck brands that you can have, everybody loves the Peterbilt and the Kenworth, so why Freightliner?
Man, you said it yourself. I mean, everybody's got a Peterbilt, and we're not knocking on them guys, but everybody's got a Peterbilt, and the only thing different is the color. We wanted to do a little something out of the box realm and go about, let's say, doing a Freightliner and see what we can add our custom touch to, and get out of the Peterbilt or Kenworth realm and kind of see what we can do cool with a Freightliner. Old Huddleston kind of set the way for us all.
Yeah, you're right with that. What do you have for a transmission and gear ratio?
Right now we're running a 370 rear end on this one and a Super 10 double over transmission. Our top speeds are somewhere around from 62 to 71 miles an hour. We like to sit tight right there about the 68, and she'll eat it up about 8 miles a gallon, and that's just what we need to keep this old Detroit under wrap.
Right. Well, that was going to be my next question: what you're getting fuel mileage wise. So that works out. Well, what do you expect for the show here? What are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to good conversation and friendly people, man. We built this truck, for people to come out and admire, what we do, and just have fun with it. I mean, it's not all a competition anymore. It's not, doing this or that. It's just good conversation with great people. You get to see across the country and have a good time doing it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. So Trey, looking right here at the door, you got a name here on the door. I'd imagine that's somebody that is supporting you in this truck build. Tell us about this person here.
Absolutely. Ashley, my wife, she pretty much helped us and supported us along the way of this build and journey, and allowed me to, kick some of, a lot of our funds back into building this truck. And she's had her hand in quite a bit of the everyday life of this truck, and digging me out of some holes when I needed, when I broke down, and things like that. And other than that, that's about all I can really say. A good supporter, good mentor, lover, and that's T&A Transport. That's Trey and Ashley Transport.
That's cool. And altogether, how long did it take you to get the truck from, you said it was rolled over, to where it is now?
Well, when we originally started on it, it was a slow start at first. All in all, it took us roughly about 9.5 months from start to finish when we started originally, digging into it pretty good, day in and day out. And me and about 4 other guys to complete the project, and everything was done in-house besides a few little parts that we added on here recently. Everything done in-house as far as, welding to frames to cabs and everything to that, including our paint job. I mean, it's a single stage paint job. It looks like it's got a clear coat on it, but we did that ourselves. We take pride into it. We do our own, sandblasting, painting, frame paint, polish work. We do a lot of our own polishing. Just for the little guy. I mean, we're not big, we're not, have too much funds to, to reinvest back into something that we already spent so much money on. But it just takes a little bit more pride in, doing it yourself and things like that. And that's what we're all about. I mean, we don't like to, ask for, people's help as far as, stepping out and, hey, a lending hand goes a long way, but we like to do it ourselves and keep it, within us.
All right, folks. Well, you heard it here from Trey himself, and love your ride. Glad you're
Appreciate
back here for the 26th annual 75 Chrome Shop Show. And again, it's only Wednesday, so we got a couple more days to enjoy all together here. So
Plenty of time.
yes, sir. All right, we'll see you.
Appreciate you.